Silverstone round was the Grand Prix support in quite appalling conditions. Gravett once again quickest away, once again Rouse right behind, and in the rain Gravett loses it at Woodcote, end of lap 1. Rouse sweeps by, so indeed to the rest of the field, but Rouse out in front, and once again he wasn't going to be caught.
Andy Rouse has got a 7-second lead, and it's Marnie second, Newman third, then Guy Edwards. This is Tim Harvey, number 5, in 5th position. Good behind him in 6th place. And then the BMWs. Ratzenberger 7th, Mike Smith in 8th position. Lawrence Bristow 9th behind them as they go round Chapel. Guy Edwards, and ahead is Newman. Mike Newman's Ford Sierra Cosworth in 3rd position, and we're about to take it. I think we've got the momentum. Yes, going through 3rd position at Stowe. And there's Tim Harvey in 5th position, Graham Good. Then the BMW battle continuing, and Bristow is in 9th position. There he goes behind Mike Smith's BMW as they go on to Club Corner. The 2 BMWs with Graham Good. This is about an 85 miles an hour corner. Those BMWs have got less power than the Sierra ahead, but they're keeping up in the wet. Abbey Curve, over 130 miles an hour. Marnie second there. Guy Edwards in 3rd position, onto the complex. Marnie, Edwards, that's Newman. Then with the lights on, it's Harvey, and Bristow spins. He hasn't touched anybody. Incredible. Yes, he does. He hits Carl Jones. Rob Gravett struggles through, and Mike O'Brien stationary in the hold and getting away. Now this is Nick May. We are in car in the bi-turbo Maserati with Nick May. Out of the complex, on towards Woodcote. Passed by Tony Crudgington's 1600cc Toyota Corolla. Past the old chicane. And now, Maggots and on to Chapel. Andy Rouse is ahead. Then Marnie. Then Guy Edwards. And there they are. Number 8, Jerry Marnie. Number 21 in the blue and white car behind him, Guy Edwards in 3rd position. And this is Guy Edwards. Ahead of us is Marnie, and you can see what the conditions are like. Guy Edwards pulls out to the right, he's going through, he's taking Marnie. This is about 140 miles an hour down Hanger Straight into Stowe Corner at about 95, even in these conditions. So, Guy Edwards up into 2nd place in the 2nd Kaliber Ford Sierra. Andy Rouse still leading. And now Jerry Marnie is having to take all the spray as he looks through the windscreen ahead of him at Guy Edwards, pulling away as they go up towards Abbey at about 135 miles an hour, the sweeping left-hander. From Abbey onto the complex, underneath the bridge first, Edwards 2nd, Marnie in 3rd position, then it's Harvey, Newman is 5th, and behind Mike Newman, Mike Smith in the white BMW has got ahead of Ratzenberger. Look, there it is, as they come up to the left-hander. And Ratzenberger's hitting Smith as they go into the left-hander there, and he's lost it. Ratzenberger spins, out of contention. Past him go 2, 3, half a dozen cars, and he's got to wait there to find a space to get into the action again. So now down to Cops. There is Jerry Marnie. Edwards has gone through. Here is Tim Harvey in 4th position. Mike Smith, there he is, and he's going off. Mike Smith's going off. Oh, straight into the tar barrier. That looks a very nasty one indeed. The rear bumper's ripped off. The front of the car looks as though it's stoved in, but the door moves. And incredibly, Mike Smith has undone his safety belts, and he's getting out, and he looks perfectly okay. He even smiles at the marshals, who give him a hand up to safety. Over the sleeper wall. Is he all right?
What happened, mate? You saw it, didn't you? Can you come down the bank?
Huh? And here it is again, full right lock, and Mike Smith ploughs straight on into the tyre wall at about 90 miles an hour. Nearly took our cameraman with him too. It's Rouse into his last lap. It's been a perfect race, including a fastest lap at 95.6 miles an hour in today's conditions. A quite incredible achievement. And Andy Rouse is going to make it 5 wins in 7 races into the last lap. Less than 3 miles now between him and that very, very welcome checkered flag for victory. The complex. Bristow is right up with Marnie. Whoops, he nearly loses it coming out of the complex on the way to Woodcote. Now they are going into their last 2.96 miles over the line into the last lap. Rouse leads, Edwards second, Marnie third, Bristow fourth, Ford first, second, third and fourth. It's just like the McLarens in Formula One. And they're closing up now on Graham Hathaway's yellow Sierra. Graham Hathaway, the ex-Rallycross champion, lapped by both Marnie and Bristow as they go into Beckett's for the last time. There's about 2/3 of a lap left now for Marnie to stay in front or for Bristow to get past. Which is he going to be? Well, there's Guy Edwards, second. It's his highest place since his comeback. And there are the VWs fighting each other as down to Stowe for the last time. Marnie comes through, Bristow behind him. And Marnie's drifting wide, Bristow's going through on the inside. Right in the last knockings of the race, Bristow goes through and up into 3rd place, and this is what Jerry Marnie sees through his windscreen. As Andy Rouse comes out of the complex, he is almost home to see that checkered flag and win round 7 of the Dunlop British Touring Car Championship of 1988. He does it, and Shed goes off as Marnie chases Bristow. Bristow is going to come through in 3rd position. Guy Edwards has finished 2nd. And sure enough, it's Lawrence Bristow 3rd and Jerry Marnie in 4th position as a jubilant Andrew Jeffrey takes his first ever class win in the VW. Bristow going through, Marnie with his lights ablaze. So a dominant win for Andy Rouse. An excellent 2nd for Guy Edwards, Bristow 3rd and Jerry Marnie 4th.
8th place there for Frank Sittner, and the all-important class win that preserves his championship lead at the end of a race that favoured the cautious more than the brave.
Well, it was an exceedingly hairy race. The start was absolutely incredible. I mean, everybody was going for it as if it was dry. I mean, I thought really the answer at Copse would be to keep out of trouble, but nobody seemed to care. They all went barrelling in about 6 abreast. I got punted on both sides. Basically, I got past a few cars, but it was handed to me really by what I would call kamikaze driving.
And there'd be more of that before the championship would be over. Phil Dowsett's victory in Class D kept him in contention, but it was between Sittner, Rouse and Dowsett for the title, with another supreme championship test for Rouse in the next round.